So you're having trouble getting an S rank on Ready or Not's most infamous mission, Elephant. You grab your trusty beanbag shotgun and head for the southern entrance.
Talk. Civilians bleeding out.
Talk here. Securing. Secure.
Keep quiet.
Everything is going well. You're kicking down doors, you're arresting suspects, and then you hear this.
I just heard that a hostage has been killed. Hurry, entry.
But then you just hit the restart button, and you try it again,
Hostage killed.
and again,
Has just been executed.
and again.
Drop the weapon and get down slowly.
So, how do you stop the suspects from unaliving the civilians? Well, the quick answer is you can't. The best you can do is slow them down. See, the suspects have a sort of stress level that will increase according to what you do throughout the round. Every time you shoot that beanbag shotgun or breach a door, they will act accordingly. And as that stress level increases, they will aim at the door nearest to the sound, they will change positions, or even worse, they will take out a civilian.
I just lost the hostage.
So, how the heck am I going to go throughout the level, breach doors, arrest suspects, and not raise other suspects' stress levels? Well, I'm glad you asked because I am Sticky Dogs and I'm going to explain to you how to S-rank Elephant solo. Okay, so first things first, we're going to need to open doors quickly, but also quietly. So what we're going to use is the lockpick gun. Here is opening a door without a lockpick gun and a lockpick gun side by side. And now to arrest the suspects without making the other ones panic, we are going to use the taser. Now the taser is great in this application because it does not raise the other suspects' stress levels. Unlike the beanbag shotgun, if you use the taser, the other suspects won't notice. They will hear your commands that you're yelling at the person you just tased, but they won't care that you just tased them. But if you use the beanbag shotgun, then they will care and they'll panic and they will kill more civilians.
I just lost the hostage.
I will talk a little bit more about the beanbag shotgun in a little bit because it does have its place in this level. Moving back onto the taser, a lot of people don't like it because it only has 2 shots, but a great feature that comes with the taser is that you can drive stun people, and to do that you need to press the B key, or if you're on consoles it's going to be the right stick. You just press it down and you perform a melee. So basically with this, you want to hit them once, you're going to stun them, close the distance, and if they try again you can hit the B key or the right stick and it'll melee them and it'll be just fine. Alright, a little bit more onto the level itself. There are 4 suspects and 13 hostages. Now there are 2 explosives on the map, but they take 18 minutes to explode. The suspects take 2 to 4 minutes to start taking out civilians, so they are much more important. My suggestion for this map is to take out the suspects and then do the bombs, and then at the end, rescue all of the civilians. Since we potentially only have 2 minutes to take out all 4 suspects, we need to pick an entry point that has the highest likelihood of immediately seeing a suspect, and that's going to be the northern entrance. I've played this map an unhealthy amount of times, and nearly every single time there is a suspect immediately when I open the door. Funny enough, in the gameplay that I collected today, that is not the case, but this entry point still got me into classrooms faster than the other one would have, which in turn narrowed down the locations where the suspects could be. Before we get into the gameplay, let's look at all the possible locations for the bombs to spawn in. Starting on the first floor of the northern wing, once we go through the hallway and we get to the staircase, there might be one right here on this table. Then going through the doors, through the main lobby area, we go into this room right here to this like little library room. There might be one on that coffee table. Then we walk through the hallway, we take a right past the broken vending machine, and we see one right there. Might be one right there. Then we turn around, go back into the lecture hall, and there might be one right here on this table. Then when we go straight through, and there's going to be like a computer lab area, there might be one right here on this table. We turn around, go back to the coffee area, there might be one right there on that table. Now going upstairs, there might be one immediately right here on this table. There's not going to be one in those rooms to the right here, so we're just going to go straight through the hallway back to the northern wing of the school. Right there, we can see the first bomb location right there. And then we go through this door, and there might be one right here on this counter. We turn around and go to the other classroom over here. And there might be one there as well. There's only 2 bombs on this map that could spawn in any of those locations that I just showed you. Alright, now getting into the gameplay. Alright, the first thing I do is command my team to hold, so it's just me going in solo, reducing the stress of all of these suspects.
Move quickly and clear the area.
That voice told me that there is a civilian in this room. Right here I switched over to point shooting, making it easier to aim with the laser. And right here I decided to kick open a door just to get it open a little bit faster, and since this is in the corner of the map, I wasn't really worried about anybody hearing it.
Now! Drop the weapon and put your hands on your head! Drop the weapon now!
That was the first out of 4 suspects, so now at this point I'm going to clear the rest of the northern wing of the school.
Suspect in custody.
Talk to entry team. Trailers incoming.
It looks like with the new update to Ready or Not, you can no longer reload the taser without spending all of the ammunition. So if you just have one more shot left in the taser and you want to top it off, you just have to shoot it into the ground and then reload from there.
Hands up, do it now!
So now that the northern wing of the school is cleared and we only found 1 suspect, that means there are 3 left in the southern wing somewhere.
Put your hands up! Freeze!
And right there is 2 out of the 4 suspects. I knew this one would probably be here just because in this hallway there's usually always at least 1 suspect, and that gunshot that you heard earlier is just kind of there. I mean, sometimes they'll just shoot randomly, but they won't kill anybody. So yeah.
Hands on your head, move! Police, you're under arrest!
Notice how I slow down and stand still to take that shot. Whenever you're walking while aiming at all in Ready or Not, it just moves the optic or the laser around so much. It's just easier to take the shot while standing still. That was the 3rd suspect, so now I can pull out my beanbag shotgun because raising stress levels of other suspects doesn't really matter anymore because it's just that 1 left.
Hands up! Police, get your hands!
This is why I carry tear gas grenades, because you can just throw it into a room and then everyone in the room is disoriented. And right here you can see the suspect isn't compliant immediately, but they can no longer shoot anybody or myself, so I can just use my beanbag shotgun and take him out. Now all that's left is to defuse all the bombs and secure all the civilians. and there's the S rank. Now, an important thing to remember is that not every game is going to be exactly the same. So if I run this again, the enemies are going to be at different spots, the bombs are going to be at different spots. It's not going to be the same at all. So there's never going to be an exact path you should always take. Instead, you should be looking for sound cues, like the sound of students calling for help versus the sounds that the shooters make.
Fuck you!
If there's any questions or clarifications I can make, leave them in the comments. I will respond to all of the comments left on this video. And yeah, please help me out by interacting with this video in any way, shape, or form. And yeah, I believe that's all. See ya.